And I also have seen in in rural India. I mean, we unfortunately lost one of our distant relatives due to that. These farmers, they will be working in the fields throughout the day, and they'll be introduced to like paracetamol or ibuprofen or diclofenac, and they take it one day and they suddenly feel relaxed by the evening, and they will not be knowing the pros and cons of taking allopathic medicines continuously, especially these non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs without prescription. They keep on taking. I mean, it really happened with one of my distant relatives, and they develop liver complications and kidney and many such end organ damages. So,
So end organ damage is a very common one. The reason is the most of the agricultural activity, the persons involved in the agricultural activity, usually what they do is at the end of the day, they'll be definitely because of their physical labor, they'll be facing a lot of tiredness and pain. So either they'll go for Shramahara Dravya, that is Sura, Sura Shramaharanam, Madhya Somanasa Janananam. So they will take that one to overcome that. Otherwise, nowadays, when Tadya and all these things have become somewhat different and some people may not take it. So in that condition, they have started depending upon this paracetamol and all those things, Dolo 650 or something like that for the painkiller activity. So that any drug which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug continuously taken may damage the liver as well as the kidney. So they are not knowing that, and over the counter in India, which can easily available, they can be taken, and that's the reason we are facing a lot of problem with that.
a question will come like, how do we use Bhumi Amlaki for Nitya Virechana? Sorry for confusion, but for Nitya Virechana, for the purpose of Nitya Virechana, Bhumi Amlaki was not used, and sir had clarified that Bhumi Amlaki is more useful in like infective hepatitis, sir. And
Yeah, it is for infective hepatitis, wherever usually hepatitis A, B, C, D, E, in those conditions, usually we can go with that. It gives a wonderful result. Otherwise, generalized, if there is any drug induced also, hepatitis, if it is there, then it can be. But for the purpose of Nityamaya Virechana, there should be at least a free fluid present, or there should be increased bilirubin. If these two conditions are there, then definitely we can go for it.
yes, I mean Haritaki is at least a mild kind of a laxative, and that is used for Nitya Virechana purpose. And even in the WhatsApp group also, like we need to upgrade our, I mean, including myself, I'm telling. I mean, to become better Ayurveda practitioners and especially to choose better Ayurveda products. I think everybody, including myself, we need to we need to become a little more and more. We need to develop more and more love towards Dravaguna, because ultimately it's all about herbs that we choose. And sir,
It is totally depend on the knowledge. You just keep your antennas open to reach out for the knowledge and try to get the knowledge. Ano Bhadra Kritovo Yantu Vishwataha. Let the good things come from all the direction. You keep your antennas open, drag the information, imbibe the information, keep it yourself, then start using it, analyzing it and using it. That's what thing. Dravaguna information, it may be even Rashastra information, it may be even Vaishyakalpana information, it may be Rogavijnana information. Every information is a must. You keep on, because your brain has a lot of TBs. Don't worry about the space. You can go on keeping the things. It can be remembered. We hardly use 78% of the brain. That's all.
yes, sir. Will Netrabindu Arka really help to clear Pitta dosha, especially when there is icterus? Sir.
See, that's the reason we need to understand icterus. If it is 3 mg bilirubin, 3 mg per deciliter, then also there will be icterus. If it is 18 mg, if it is 35 mg, then also there will be icterus. Then you cannot select, you cannot take every time that Netrabindu Arka or something like that. See, our intention is not to remove the bilirubin from the sclera. Our intention is to remove the bilirubin from the entire system because it's overloading it. And excessive bilirubin present in the system may harm by crossing over the blood-brain barrier and lands up in hepatic encephalopathy. So in order to avoid that, we need to remove those type of pitta. It may be conjugated or unconjugated bilirubin. It should be removed from the system. Excess things should be removed from the system. For that purpose, we need to go for virechana. It is not our intention to remove the yellowishness from the eyes only. It is not from the eyes. It is from the total system. So if you remove it from the total system, automatically the yellowness from the eyes also gets down. So that's the reason we don't want to go use and such a mild type of things in these type of very drastic conditions. So we need to have a very proper and pinpointed approach towards the conditions.